It will be March.
I have misplaced 2 of my decks today, and we can't find them. So I will be relying on decks instead of my usual ones.
Well, you're deckless.
Well, just 2. My primary Moonology deck is missing, and my Work Your Light deck is missing. So we have. We still have some of the.
After we went to bed last night, after finished speaking to you, we was in bed for about an hour. Then his phone rang.
Yeah. Then I had a phone call from a client from the studio.
So he had
from the United States.
Wow.
So I had to give this lady from the US a reading in the middle of the night.
We discussed that, didn't we, Paul?
Yeah.
That the US, that would be time for the US to start calling because of the getting home from work and getting done with dinner and stuff, and it being time in the different time zones over here for.
But we didn't mind we was in bed.
Yeah.
Just at that point where you're gonna nod off.
Yeah.
That's when they rang. But
that's
never
about
mind.
right. That's about right.
She was on for quite a while, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So yes. Hi, Man Pink. Hi, Trev. How you doing? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't have everybody pulled up yet, so give me just a second, guys. I got to get the secondary device going and different times. Get that. Whoa. Got to get the sound down. Sorry, guys. Messed up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I thought I had the sound off on that already, but I didn't, and then I shut the phone down. But at least I didn't boot myself out of the main screen.
That's true. You did last night when we was having that chat, when you saw Luke at his best. Hi, Donna Boy. How are you, my lovely?
Yeah. Well, at least thus far, you haven't kicked yourself off.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Just
hello, Auntie Linda. How are you, my lovely? Hi, Gemma Ball.
There we go. Let me
welcome,
pull up
welcome. If you can share, as they say, sharing is caring.
And if you care, you'll share.
Well, I shared out. I shared out a post to let everybody know we would be here. So hopefully,
it's at highlights, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at highlight. I think to get it to kind of share on the live. And then I also share it to my groups.
You're in pain. Oh, dear. Hi, Geraldine. Hello, Julianne.
Pain is not a fun way to start the day, Linda. Not at all.
Oh, no.
No, definitely not. Hi, Leona.
Hi, Gemma.
Leona, I will be calling you later so you can pick your bracelet.
Hi, Julianne.
Hi, Julianne.
Oh, Paul, you need to clarify the new rule about those who win the spot prizes.
Yeah. What we have to do now is, because we're getting a lot of, is the person that wins it, they have to have it. So we send it to them. It's up to them afterwards what they do with it. But we've got to, because we've had people saying, well, that's not fair, that's not fair. So the only fair way to do it is actually give it to the person that's won instead of, and if they want to pass it on to people, then that's down to them, because that is the only fairest way we can do it. You know, it just take, you know, so like Lynn said yesterday, give it to someone else, but we can't. It's got to go to Lynn. One, because it's her son's birthday and she wants to give him it as a present, and we want to give him it anyway. But also, it's the fairest way. So if you win one, it goes to you. So unfortunately, we can't keep giving to other people because that's not fair on the others.
Yeah, it creates a lot of confusion for the guys too. I found out because they have to keep track of who it was supposed to go to, and sometimes they have more than one person say, "Oh, this person gave it to me," and then it just creates a lot of confusion and it just can it's just easier if it goes to the person that actually won it. So I probably will back away from winning spot prizes, and that makes sure it's open for you guys too. But
Yeah, and
rule
The
is whoever the
second,
first name is that shows up on their screen. Now on your screen it may look like you have the first one, but on their screen, because of the way they layer the different sites and everything, the different platforms that they use, it might be a different name that got there like a half a second faster than yours. So just understand that the rule is now that it's the first person that they see on their screen, period. And it's not trying to be mean, it's just trying to make it fair, because the person that put the name up and or put the code word up is the person that was paying attention and caught the code word and went through all of that. If they want to mail it to you after they get it, then that's up to them.
yeah, and one prize per viewer per show.
Yeah.
So if you win the
Which is
first spot
another reason
prize,
why I couldn't give away mine, because I thought
yeah,
I had actually won two and I had
yeah.
only won one.
So if you win the first spot prize, please refrain from entering for the second spot prize. That gives everybody a chance.
and as most of you know who have won, I actually phone you after the live, or if you're going to bed the next day, I will contact
What? Not in the
you.
middle of the night?
So yeah, so you will actually see our face. So it's not a scammer or anything. It's only the fairest way we can do it, and one per person as well. And for people who wasn't on yesterday,
Can I enter?
no.
Oh.
The news is I passed the audition as well. So both me and Luke have both passed our auditions for TV work.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that was exciting news. And that, but yeah.
Right. The next announcement is today's code word is.
I think Miss Mischief should actually choose it.
Oh, amazing.
Right. Is the word amazing.
I
Okay.
always use that word.
So
I'm gonna have you guys change it probably around 9.
okay. So the spot prize code word is amazing. So you must type bingo space dash space amazing. As Angel's just put up, it must be in capitals and it must be spelled correctly.
And then it will be amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you'll get an awesome spot prize.
Yeah, and she always wants to get in, doesn't she?
Yes. And Angel
Hi, Angel.
will be doing readings at about 9:05 this evening in light language.
In woof woof language.
So there we have it. That's all the announcement.
We've got to do the card.
So now it is the opening group card.
Do you want to do an opening card as well, Lynn? We both do one.
I really would like to. Let me see what I've got in
Well,
here.
let Luke choose this one, then you can do yours.
Yeah, you
And
go
this is
ahead. You guys go ahead. I will feel which one Spirit wants me to work with, and I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see what Spirit wants.
Okay.
And see
Angel,
what...
Angel, it's about the dog.
Here we go. Opening card from DoubleTrouble is the Angel of Strength. Okay. As Paul is demonstrating.
And Linda Hood, I would love to read for you.
The angel says, "My strength is a precious gift from my soul in which I am always safe. A great strength emerges in our lives when we recognize that security and happiness are soul qualities. Our strength lies in allowing those qualities to flow through us, bringing the ability to go ahead with deep inner security." So I commend that to you all.
Yeah. Before Lynn starts, Julie Goldman, that is wrong. The way you've done that, it's got to be in capitals and the minus sign. So it's got to be bingo in capitals, then a space, then the minus sign, then a space again, then amazing in. Yeah. Just you need to do the space bar between bingo and the minus sign and amazing, Tina. So yes, that is now
Little Miss Mischief will give us an opening card.
Okay, so I have pulled from my Archangel Oracle. We have Archangel Ariel, and she's the sacred activist. She protects what is right and just, and she advises you to let love lead the way. When she comes forth for both animals and for humans. She brings you the courage of the lion. She lets you know that you have a voice. Don't be afraid to speak out. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. So that is what we have today. Standing up for what we believe in and using our voice to do what is right and to just be courageous. So that is opening card from this side.
Excellent. Now, just so you're all aware, tonight is a donations night. You are not obliged to make a donation in order to receive a reading. All readings tonight are free. If you wish to make a donation, all donations are gratefully received and go in total to a worthy charitable cause. Okay? So please do not feel that you are under pressure to make a donation in order to receive a reading.
Yeah, and we won't say the name. If the person wants to know the charity we give it to, they can tell you themselves. So,
woof, 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 woof,
yeah,
woof, woof.
Yeah. So I will leave that open. Who we are doing it for? Yeah, Jane. Between the minus and the amazing, you need another space bar between that. We're being a bit picky now, but never mind.
Yeah, it's a little picky. But it's understandable that way. It is consistent and uniform, and everybody has, the same rules to follow.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's why spelling is important, and all capitals, because that way everybody has to struggle with the keyboard in the same ways. I've almost got all my pendulums laid out, and
Right.
I'm gonna ask Linda Hood if she'll go ahead and get either a question or let me know if she would like a card.
Mhm.
And I will do her as soon as you guys go with your first two picks.
Yeah. Okay. Right, it's me to go first.
Right, I'll leave you to go first then, Paul, and I will go and make you a lovely drink.
Thank
What
you.
would you like?
A glass of cola,
A
please.
glass of cola coming up.
Yes. Right.
And Gemma.
Can we stick to like one or two, please, Lynn? Not so because we're getting a lot more people in.
One apiece is good. If it's a pendulum read, I usually just do two for that. But I can do a pendulum and a card if necessary, and then that'll be about the same length as one card read.
Yeah, because then we can try and get through as many as we can, and I think they all deserve a lovely reading, and
absolutely agree.
yeah.
I absolutely agree. Oh, I dropped my tiger's eye. Luckily, I've got more.
Right. Okay. The code word is now in play. Oh yeah. Carly Lou, I don't see Tanya on. Can you moderate while she's not here, please?
My turtle is missing.
Right. Julianne Gumford. Yeah. Can you tell me, do you want a cosmic or spirit animal? It's up on the screen, Zoe. It's up on the screen where it's got bingo, the minus sign, and then the code word. They are Moon. Cosmic. Okay.
Somebody.
They are Moon. They are anonymous.
Yeah. Gemma mentioned that she donated in the live in the comments. So I just mentioned thank you for that because she said that she had donated.
Oh right.
But yeah, if they are the ones that come in, if you don't want to know, you don't want anyone to know that you've donated, the amounts that are donated are anonymous. Even I don't know what the amounts that are sent are until and not until, but I don't know the amounts that are sent. Sometimes I ask who sent, but not what the amounts are. Because I trust the guys that when I might be the recipient or one of the other charities is, then they let me know, like, we got donations from several people. And I sometimes like to know who sent just so I can give them a little extra reading. But if they don't want it known, then the guys don't tell me. And if it is not mentioned in the comments, then I won't say anything about it. But if you mention in the comments that you have donated, then yes, I'm going to call you out and say thank you. Especially on a night when I happen to be the charitable recipient. I don't know if that's me tonight or not. We'll find out at the end, like usual, when the guys announce, where the donations are going.
Well, I said we wouldn't mention, but you have mentioned. So yes, it is for the lovely Lynn Green, and I will let Lynn tell you what goes on in her time when she's got a spare moment. She will actually explain what is going on, and she does need a lot of help, bless her. But I'm going to Julianne, I'm going to come to you, and right, the first card I feel is resilience. You need a lot of resilience. You need things to happen quick for you because it just seems like everything is at a standstill at the moment, and I'm feeling that you just want the power to move on. You want the power to be able to do things, and it just seems to be you're walking 2 steps forward and like 5 steps back at the moment, and they are just really allowing you to get the strength in all the challenges that you need to be in. And they are actually, spirit are actually coming by you to actually give you this strength and resilience to actually move faster and be able to push yourself forward. There is also a lady actually drawing in around you as well, and she's actually coming in and letting you know. Hold on a sec. The code word is off at the moment because I've just got to explain. Zoe, the code word is amazing. So you put bingo, the minus sign, and amazing. That, yeah. So bingo, space, the minus sign, space, amazing. That is the code word. The code word is amazing, but you've got to put bingo, the minus sign, and then amazing to win. If we say that code word, then you will win. Yeah, it must be in capitals. Right, now it's back in play. Yeah. Thank you, Carly. Yeah. And I've got this lady actually drawing in around you as well. She is on the maternal side, mother, grandmother, and she's actually coming around you to help push you as well and actually give you a lot of strength because you've been feeling so weak and you don't know whether you're coming or going. And this lady, she's a lovely soul, and I feel she was quite spiritual when she was actually down here on the earth plane, and she's letting me know that you are very spiritual, you yourself, and you've got to keep your head up. There's been a lot of things actually bringing you down as well, people putting you down, just life in general has really been putting you down, and that they're saying it's now time for you to actually pick yourselves up and move yourself forward because things are just been hectic all around you. There's also a youngster actually coming in around you as well, and I feel he passed, and it is a male actually passed quite young, and he's actually coming in to actually, and I feel this lady's actually brought him in. So I do feel this is a relation of yours that passed to the world of spirit as well. Can you understand this, please? Because it's coming in right close, and he's actually saying, you need the protection, you need all the love at the moment because you just felt empty. You felt like spirit's not with you and things are going against you, but spirit are always with you. It's like that thing, footprints in the sand. The reason you're not feeling them is because they're carrying you. Right. Okay. Was your friend like a family member? Because this lady comes in quite like a family member, and she treated you like a mum would. And this is how sometimes it confuses quite a few people with that. Right. Okay, I will accept that. But they're coming in to actually give you the love and the strength at the moment because she's saying we got home safe. We got home safe. And we are here now. She's saying it's not your time yet, but when it is your time, there will always be a seat at the inn. So I hope you can understand that. That's what she's saying. But it's not your time yet. But she's actually trying to put a smile back on your face, because she said you haven't smiled for quite a while, and things have really been very, very difficult for you. And also, there was a second card here. That was the first one, resilience. And look at that, like sunflower going up and the sun. And this is how you've been feeling. And also, you need to ground yourself a bit more as well. But like the second card, insight. And they're saying you are getting to know the insights of your spiritual journey, and the insides and outsides. And if you look, it's like leaves are coming out, but they're actually butterflies coming out and flying around you. And like butterflies, they start off with like a caterpillar, and then they actually change into a beautiful butterfly. And this is you. Things are changing in your life. Things are spiritually changing as well. And I do feel there is going to be a new guide actually coming in around you as well. And they are actually coming in quite close. There's a lot of healing that actually you need as well. But there are things burning inside of you that just needs to come out. And I say, like a butterfly to a caterpillar, it is all coming around you, and that will stay with you. But the healing and the sun, they are coming to you. So I do feel there are a lot of good things actually coming around you and coming with you now. And they're saying, don't give up on your path. Your path is all that matters. You've got to start thinking on yourself, and don't let people try to double cross you or get you down, because you are better than that. You are part of the love of spirit. You are like Luke, like Lynn, like myself, like mediums and non-mediums. You're all part of the same group, and that is the group of love. And that is how you are. No one is different. We are all the same. People should not judge, and they should not be the jury either. You are full of love and admiration. And I'll tell you something, I will be coming to you for a reading sometime. So be warned, because I know you can do it, and I know, and Spirit are telling me you are a very, very good reader. And don't lose your faith. Don't lose the love that you've got, because you are worth all that and more. So the healing is coming, like the oranges and yellows, and the oranges and yellows reminds me of like fire. So things are actually burning to get outside, burning to get out of you, and you can do it. I've got every faith in you, and Spirit have got all that faith in you. Don't let people try to pull you down, because you are love. And Zoe Kilman, I think I did say the word. So, and Zoe Kilman was the first one to say it. So, congratulations, Zoe. You win a spot prize. So, right. I will be calling you after, Zoe, for your address, your personal details, so I can send it off to you. Thank you, Ali. And I'm going to leave that with you and say, bless you, Julianne. Keep it up. You are stronger than you think. And don't let people put you down. It'd be mine before it's yours, Jane. Oh, Lynn, did you want to explain about yesterday's spot prize? Because Hayley's in now as well.
I did send her a message letting her know that I was unaware of the rule change at the time, and I thought I had actually won 2 spot prizes yesterday because I had put it in earlier, but it didn't get seen or the word wasn't actually clear. And it would have been somebody else's anyway because they started to put the answer in, but then I think that they had not put all of it in. There was just a lot of confusion with yesterday's code word. And I was an audience member and not up here. And then when I asked you about giving it away, you had said no, that because of the confusion and everything that has been happening with several of the spot prizes in the past, you guys want just the person that wins it to have it. And then after they have it, if they want to give it to somebody else or mail it to somebody else, it's up to them. Now, I would not be able to mail anything to anybody because you guys know how tight my situation usually is. So I was going to give it to my son for his birthday. So I let Haley know that in a message, and I hope she understands. I am going to step back from even typing it in, because I thought I could give it away. And since that's rule change is on us now that the spot prize goes to the person who actually wins it, I'm not going to be trying for spot prizes unless I actually want to keep it. But sorry for any confusion that sorry if that or in any way, confusing or misunderstanding for Haley. Because I would have given it to her if I could have. But I want to abide by the rule changes. I want to abide by the rule changes. I want to be fair, and I don't want to cause any confusion or anything in the future. And I want everybody else to have their chances at winning. And all we have to do is, put in the code word and the word bingo and then the hyphen and then the code word all in caps, and everybody's got a chance. You just have to say that particular code word, which I am not going to say right now. But I want to thank everybody who comes in and shows up. And I want to wish everybody luck in winning the spot prizes because they really are out of this world. They are beautiful creations by one of the viewers and sometimes other things that the guys throw in. So keep listening.
Mm-hmm. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Mischief. That was lovely.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Ali. If you've won it once, please don't do it again because it's not fair on the others that are joined as well. We want it to be fair and equal, and if someone just keeps on winning them, it's not fair on others. So, like as Zoe has just won one, please don't pull it up again for yourself again. It's only fair that each and every person get, and it is on our computer screen. Hi, Maria Davis. How are you? Or Maria Jane, should I say? How are you, my lovely? We've still got to wait for that date when you're going to come on the live with us. I've known that lady nearly 50 years.
I wouldn't mind winning that spot prize either.
Right.
Jane put up Tom Hardy as the spot prize. So, but yeah, it also the one thing I think I may have forgotten to mention, it is who appears on the guy's screen. The way they have the setup with StreamYard, they get several different formats that feed into one comment screen. So you may think on your screen it may look like you're the first person that typed it in, but in actuality, when it pops up on their screen, you may be the fifth or sixth person because of all the different formats that are all heading at it at once. So the person that appears on their screen first is the one that wins. So, and that is fair because they see every screen that way. That way there's no delays or anything. It all comes in as it comes in, and somebody might be a split second faster than you, and they may have 5 things come up at once, but it's the first name that comes up correctly. And it is important that it is all in capital letters, it is spelled correctly, and it has the proper spacing and the hyphen in the middle. That way it is fair for everybody because everybody has to type in the exact same thing. Okay, and Luke, over to you, dear.
Thank you. Right, I have one question for everybody tonight. Fastest fingers on the buzzers. If you have a birthday tonight, type the word yes.
Or this week.
Right, I'm not seeing any yeses. Okay. That's the end of that spot prize then. Right. Okay. I'm working tonight with the blue sapphire. The blue sapphire. And Crouch and Bull is the one who's doing the talking stick. So, here we go. Right, if you'd like a reading, please put your names up and we'll see where Crouch and Bull goes. And there's a stop on Geraldine. Geraldine Owens. Crouch and Bull stick stopped on your name. So, let us see. Right. Geraldine, I'm seeing you sat on a park bench, a wooden park bench, okay? And I want to say right behind you, okay, I am seeing a person in spirit stood just behind you. So this park bench, the wooden park bench, is like these ones where you have a plaque on it, you know, in loving memory of a loved one. And you can purchase this bench as a memorial, and most local authorities in the United Kingdom will allow you to place this park bench in one of the public parks. Okay, so this is where I'm seeing you sat, is on one of these benches in the park, and there's a spirit person stood right behind you. Okay, and that's before I look anywhere else. So I don't even need to look anywhere else to know that there's a person immediately with you. So I'm going to see if we've got some. Do we have someone for Geraldine Owen, please? Oh, right. Okay. That was well sorted. Right at the front of the queue. Do come in. Right. Here we go. Right, Geraldine. Okay. Thank you. All right, Geraldine, straight away, I want to say that I have a male energy that's come in, okay? A male energy that's come in. And I want to say this gentleman is actually, I want to say is he's a bit excited, okay? He's like bouncing around, sort of like celebrating the fact that he's managed to come straight through. He's not a very, very tall gentleman, you know, he's not like 6 foot odd. I want to say he's in and around the 5'7", 5'8" mark in height. And with that, obviously give or take an inch or two. Because I'm seeing an image of him. So it's not like he stood right next to me in this image. And I want to say that he is very, you know, he's a guy that actually carries his emotions on his sleeve. So this is a man who's not afraid, you know, to show emotion. He can be a little bit reserved depending who's there, but he is, you know, he's not afraid to cry when it's the right time, you know, laugh when it's the right time. He does enjoy, you know, enjoys life to the full. He likes to, you know, be at the festivals, be at the parties. So, you know, if there's a family get together and there's a celebration, doesn't matter what the celebration is, he'd be there because he likes a get together and he likes to socialize with family and generally just share the love amongst the family group. He's that type of guy. Now, what I want to say is with this gentleman, you know, on many occasions, when I want to place someone in the family, you know, I'm going down the father's side or the mother's side and going back a generation, 2 generations, 3 generations. But strangely enough, with this gentleman here, I do feel there is a relationship link, but this relationship link is not going down through the family line. It's very much going to the side. Now, that identifies 2 things to me. This is either a sibling or a cousin. Okay, sorry, dog. A sibling or a cousin, because the line of light which is joining you is going like this, sideways on. However, having said that, I want to say this man has a tremendous amount of love for you, because I can feel as he stands beside me, because they kind of sit down because the dog's pinched his space, bless them. As he stands beside me, I can feel all of my outer skin layers beginning to tingle, and it's a bit like when I'm in a science lab. Okay, you know, the one at school, and they say, oh, there's this fancy globe because we're in doing physics lessons. And they say, stick your hand in this globe thing there. So you're doing that. So you imagine that's the globe, put your hand on it, and you see the electric sort of like spark up to where your hand is, but you feel the hair in your head stand up. You know, mine's just stood up now because it's got gel in it, but it's the same sort of principle. And it gives you a nice tingly feeling on the skin. Well, that's what I feel when this love energy draws very close. Now, when I talk about love energy in this instance, I want to say that it's an unconditional love. So it's not like the Hollywood stuff where it's kissy in back seats and down alleyways. That is just pure yuck muck for the sake of it. You know, they put it on the screen. We don't really need it because it doesn't change the storyline anyway. But it's not that stuff that they put on the movies. This is the real thing. This is the one. This is the love that comes with power. Okay. And I do feel he has a lot of that around you. And he says to me that his crossing over to spirit, not only was it unexpected, but it was also very, very sudden. And where we, you know, we sit at a board and we're watching television that keeps talking about funeral plans and getting your affairs in orders and writing wills and leaving it all to this, that, and the next thing. Although we always say, oh yeah, we'll get that done at some point, you know, for this gentleman, there was no time. He just, you know, it was like, I'm here today and I blink my eyes and I'm over here in the world of spirit. And he was left almost like, but I haven't had time to do this. I haven't had time to put my bucket list together. I haven't visited all the places I want to go and see. I haven't written a will. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. So many things that he and many of us all believe we've got plenty of time to do all this. And he genuinely felt the same way. And unfortunately, when he left things unfinished. He left words unsaid. We all wish and dream that when the time comes, we can say our goodbyes, one after the other filters in, and we say goodbye, and all the words that we all thought we want to say. And in some cases, we might want to say good riddance to you, but, it's that's how families are. There's some you like, some you don't, some you've got time for, some you haven't. But when the time comes, we all dream about being able to say our goodbyes. And this gentleman just didn't have that opportunity. It was just so quick. Yeah, of course. But he wants to extend to you that there's some things he knows he didn't need to say, because you very much understood that thank you. As a brother, you already knew that he loved you dearly as a sister. And sometimes, as in this occasion with him, we take it for granted that we already know. It's like, and it's something that we don't say too often to our partners, before we go to sleep. We really should say, love you, because if that's the last words you exchange with each other, it will mean so much to the one that goes, and it will mean so much to the one that's left behind. So he just wants you to know from spirit world, right, that he still loves you very much. And also, he's very much around you because I'll tell her that if you want. He says, I'm like that penny bit that you tried to get rid of. I just keep rolling back out from under the couch at you. He says, you're not getting rid of me that easy. And he does spend a lot of time sat around, watching what you're doing. As he says, being nosy. I want to know what she's getting up to. And she can't see me. Right? He's a bit like that. But he says he comes in and he does try to get your attention just to let you know he's there. It's very simple things. He says, like hiding things. She'll put keys down and I'll hide them. I'll stick them where she thinks she's put them on the table, but I'll stick them under the cushion and on the sofa and that. And she'll spend all day raking her brains as to what she's done with them, and I'll have the laugh of a day, sat there rolling them, falling off the sofa, laughing at her. But he's like that, he loves the practical jokes, but he does it knowing that it's not really causing you any harm. It's just to say, hey, I'm still here. I ain't forgotten. Yeah, absolutely. He says, you can be at peace because although I didn't plan to go when I did, I'm very much in awe of what I see over here. This place is amazing. Honestly, it's like you could not imagine in any way, shape, or form what this place is like. You go to, as he said, you go to all these churches and they're always talking about mansions and tall green hills and flowers, and said they haven't got a clue. I'm telling you, they haven't got a clue. It's what you want it to be. If you want to be walking through fields of tulips for eternity, that's what you'll find. If you want a pub on every corner, that's what you'll find. If you want to go riding horses for miles and miles and miles on the beach, that's what you'll find. This place, the word paradise doesn't come close. And all I need to do is think your name. And I'm right there. And I could wait until you open the cupboard to get a cup out and I could go, boo! Because I can do all that. It's amazing. You're going to love it. When you get here, you're going to love it. He's making me aware that you did have a very tough time over his passing, and the grieving, well, you grieve for me. You know, you cried your eyes out, you were distraught, you tore your hair out, you ripped your heart out, you were in pieces. But know this, you don't need to cry for me anymore. Celebrate me. Celebrate the life we shared. Celebrate the time we had growing up. Celebrate the fact that I was pulling your hair when you were a kid. And all the silly things you done to me, which we won't go into detail, but yeah. Let's just celebrate those memories and know that when the time comes, I'll be there and I'll bring you home. I'll take you by the hand and bring you home. Whether you are 99 or 199, frail or wherever, when I take you by the hand, you'll look like you're sweet 16 all over again. Okay? I'm just saying that. I'm just thinking about what I look like when I was 16. Oh, I wouldn't want to go back to that age. Now, Leona McAvoy, congratulations. Now, I am going to leave behind some flowers. Because let's face it, Geraldine, when was the last time someone got you some flowers? So I'm going to bring you the flowers, okay? I'm going to bring you some flowers. Now, okay, right. He's showing me a big bunch. Now, when I say a big bunch, I mean in big. Literally, it's like armfuls. And they are yellow, red, and a vibrant pinky color tulips. Okay? And literally, he's placed them in what I can only describe as like a big urn. Okay, there's that many of them. He's put them in like, you know, the old-fashioned milk urns that used to come round to your door on the back of the horse cart. I'm not that old. How am I supposed to remember that? Trying to make me sound like I'm in the 80s. Like, I don't remember them in that way, but it's showing me that. But the milk urn, instead of it being metallic, it's actually made of crystal. Okay? And the crystal is showing me is quartz. Quartz, you know, the quartz that you can actually see straight through. Okay? And he's put them in that, but it's got a very big wide rim because there are literally hundreds of these tulips. And he says, that's for you. And each one of those colors has a significant meaning. But the pink ones, they speak for themselves. That's our love from all of us here in spirit to you. Okay? So don't you be crying anymore, Geraldine, over me. I want you to be laughing about all the fun times we had and the stupid things we did together as kids. And there's plenty of them. So you should be laughing from now until you're 90 at least. Okay. Right, Geraldine, he's pulling back from me now, and he's going across the Tonka. Right. Okay, he's making his way back to Spirit World now. I'm going to leave his love with you, my dear, and say thank you very much for allowing me the privilege of reading for you. I mean, he's a good laugh. He's a right joker. He has a very warped sense of humor, so him and I would hit it off big style. So I'll leave his love with you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I'm now going to give you back to the lovely little Miss Mischief.
Okay, the sound was kind of cutting there for a second at the end, Luke.
Yeah.
So, but I think you said it to me, so I'm going to accept. And I am going to see if Linda Hood is still here because I have your cards.
You're welcome, Geraldine. Right, I'm going to put mute on here so that.
And I do see that Linda is here. So, Linda, first thing that I want to let you know that I'm being told is you have not had a day of rest in at least 2 weeks. And you need to take a day of rest, even if it is just for a few hours out of one day. You need to just kind of like take that time and do for you and rest and relax and give yourself some time to just kind of heal and just take in breaths of fresh air. um because I do feel like some really achy areas and prickly areas. I don't usually bring that up because I have my own, so I never know what's mine and what somebody else's, but this is different than my own, so I can feel like you have several areas that are really bugging you today. Um and that just sitting back in a comfortable chair, propping your feet up and just kind of relaxing for just an hour or two. Put some music on or just close your eyes and take a nap. Because I'm actually seeing you like in a recliner taking a nap or in a comfy chair with a ottoman with your feet propped up, taking like just a rest. I don't know that you're actually asleep, but you got your eyes closed and you look very serene, and you look like I needed this. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I shuffled my power angel tarot power deck, and I was brought up with the three of Raphael. Okay. And with the three of Raphael, what this is reasons to celebrate, community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. And what we have here is we have the three little sirens or the three mermaids, and we have the ship coming into the back. So to me, that always represents your ship is coming in. It's time to celebrate. It's time to party. Um, you've got your group of friends. With it being the three of Raphael, the three to me means working together with more than one other person. So working with a group, usually three or more, to achieve a common goal, to do something together to make something better or to enhance something to make things better and greater and just to have success in reaching a goal. This talks about that community of friends, those happy announcements. I know some of the things that have happened recently, which fall right into that category, um, as happy announcements and helping others reach their goals. So there are reasons to celebrate. It's a beautiful card. The green to me indicates fertile ground. I'm not like fertility, but like a place to plant the seeds and watch them blossom into everything they can be, to have um, the best soil, the best water, the best minerals, and to grow the most beautiful flowers, or whatever seeds you plant to have it blossom like that. The water flowing, to me, that water splashing, that is refreshing, renewing, healing, and just bringing out the best. It cleans things, it's cleansing, it's healing, and it's fun to splash around in. So, and then you have, the mermaids themselves, they are all different. You have a blonde, you have a brunette, you have a redhead. So there's diversity there. There is working with others that are not necessarily the same as you, and just bringing up and lifting things up, because they're out of their comfort zone, obviously, because they're up on the rocks instead of in the water. So even if it means getting out of your comfort zone, you will do that to help others reach their goals. So that is the first card. And the second card that came out at the same time was Solutions. It's a 14 card. It's Archangel Zachiel. And success comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Now, the fact that this is a major arcana card, it's purple. The purple to me always represents being supported by spirit. Spirit giving you that push that says, I got your back on this. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing for spirit. Okay. Um, Zadkiel is sitting here and he is pouring from one cup to another. So he is filling an extra cup. So I feel like you are really good at filling up other people's cups. Water being healing, again, you're good at um, healing other spirits. Um, when you come across someone who is down or who just doesn't seem to be resonating at a high frequency, your energy brings them up, and you know the right words to say. You don't cast aspersions or judgments. You step in and you meet them where they're at and you lift them up. And that is what I see for you. With this card, I see all these beautiful yellow flowers. Yellow to me is what I call grandmother energy. It is a nurturing energy. It's that, when mom says no, ask grandma, and grandma will give you the batter bowl with the spatula and set you in the floor and let you lick the batter clean while she bakes a cake or makes cupcakes or cookies or whatever it is. Um, and she just has that beautiful, loving energy that that says I can get away with a little bit more with grandma than I can with other people. But grandma's also going to come down on you if need be. She's gonna say, here's the limit, but she's also going to freely give you love. She's going to give you support. She's going to, wipe your nose when you've cried or when mom has said no and you come to her in tears. So grandma energy is beautiful energy. It is that energy that just brings people up, again, bringing people up. Um, you have the spear over here on the side, which means that you have a spark within you, but you also share that spark. You light that spark for others. You help to inspire them. You help to encourage them. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that resonates with you. And she's letting you know that you share that same energy to others now. Um, and not just to like grandkids in particular, but to the world, like to everyone that you meet. You have that kind of supportive energy. Um, Obviously, you've got the moonbeams or the sunbeams coming down, and those have that same golden. That's this. I'm being told that is confidence radiating down on you, because yellow is also chakral for self-confidence. It's that solar plexus energy where our our gut tells us, hey, you know, we've got this, we 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 can do this. um and so that radiates that confidence down. And then the golden wings are speaking to me for you in particular, because I feel like if you have visible wings, not only are they golden because they are full of creative and loving, nurturing energy, but also I can see you like wrap your wings around those that need protection, around those that need to be comforted, and to just given that time to help bring them back up, bring their self-confidence back up, and bring them back to a place where they're supposed to be, where they resonate high. I don't know if sound is very important to you, but I keep getting frequencies and sound frequencies. So I know that sound, whether you are already involved in sound healing and things like that, I feel like sound can be very healing, not just for those that you help, but also for yourself. um, I'm actually hearing like the purring of a cat, and they say that a cat's purr can like heal bones. So I know that sound is very important around you, and the frequencies that people are on are how you tell whether or not they're someone to work with or someone to avoid. Um, and I just feel I'm looking at like all of the beautiful blues in this, and that all that healing, and I feel like that is you sending healing out to others. But I am getting a nod that says make sure to take time to allow the healing to come to you as well. Don't just give out everything. Don't just fill everybody else's cup until yours runs empty, because you need to accept that this comes from spirit, and spirit is giving you an equal amount. So what you share, also hold back just enough to keep yourself healed and to keep yourself full, and to be able to continue to give out. Don't overextend, because you have a tendency to do that, and you have a tendency to go way above and beyond um, what anybody expects, and that's you know, outstanding. Um, it is a wonderful thing to do, but make sure that you remember some of that healing is meant for you. Some of that healing that comes from spirit, comes from the divine, that is meant for you. Okay. And that is where I'm going to leave you, Linda. And I hope that that resonated with you really well. Um, it was a lovely reading. And I am supposed to tell you one more thing. The spirit is reminding me that the first shuffle I did, 5 cards fell out. The second shuffle I did, 4 cards fell out. And I shuffled again because while what spirit is saying is, while any number of the cards in the deck could equally apply to you, and over half of the deck could be given to you at any time, um, to celebrate what you do and how you do it, and what accolades you should be given. The cards that were finally pulled are the ones that you need right now, and are the ones that direct home the message, or is it direct home? No. That send home the message directly. They're clipped. Um, so know that any of the other cards would have been equally as applicable to you, but these are the ones that you are meant to have right now. Okay. The next person that I am going to read will be Gemma. Gemma, I will read you after Paul and Luke have done their readings. Okay. So, and thank you guys so much. Thank you, Linda, for allowing me the honor of reading for you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And
Well,
to
that was
Paul.
lovely. Announcement next week is the wax week. The 1st of March will be the first, will be the wax evening, because I said I'll be doing it once a month. So next week will be the wax week, and then the following week will be our special week. So that's 2 for your diaries. So let's have your names up to see who I'm drawing to. Hi, Jane. Right. I'm going with Geraldine Owens. Could you tell me, is it cosmic or spirit animal, please? Cosmic or spirit animals?
There are more than 60 people in the cast of The Tomorrow People.
Geraldine, cosmic or spirit animals? Peekaboo to you too, Jane. Spirit animals. Okay, right. Oh. Right. Supernatural. Well, with this card, I actually feel that there's a lot of healing that is needed around you at the moment, and I do feel that spirit are actually coming down with you, specifically giving you the healing. And I do feel that there is a lady actually coming in around you as well, and she's actually on the maternal side, mother, grandmother. She's coming in around you to actually help with the healing, because they're saying you need the healing, you need to rest, you need to start doing things in your own time, not rush, because I do feel, and I'm being told, that all you're doing is rushing around for everybody else and not thinking about yourself. And she's saying now is the time that you really need to start thinking of yourself and not others. Yes, still think of others, but you've got to start coming first in yourself. And I know what you're going to say. I can't do that. I can't do that. But they're saying this is now what you need to do. Look, it's like they've got a dragon here, a flying dragon, and whether it's a real being or not, you know, they are powerful creatures, and that is what they're bringing in for you, a powerful creature to help yourself up and brush yourself down and start being you again. There's also a young child around with him, with this lady as well, and he's actually coming in, as I feel that this child was a family member of yours that has actually passed to spirit. But more importantly, the rays are coming down, and if you look deep here, there's a lady right in here, and they are actually coming down and being with you. And I feel this is this lady who's been speaking, and they are actually coming right close to you now, and so you can actually start feeling them. They're saying, right now, sit your butt down and rest and start being and giving the love to yourself. And so I know you send out healing, you love to send out healing to people, but you've got to send it to yourself first. Because if you're not healed, how could everyone else be healed? And this is what they're saying. You've got to start thinking of yourself. Yes, like the dark here, there are new beginnings actually coming for you as well. And I do feel there are new spiritual things coming on the horizon with you. But they're saying you can't stop thinking about yourself, because that is what you do. You don't think on yourself. You just carry on with your, other people. If people come, oh, yeah, you give them the time of day, and have a cup of tea, But they're saying they know you like talking to people and you don't like feeling alone, but they are coming in. Some of them, that's all they're coming for. But more importantly, you've got to start thinking on yourself now. Life's too short to actually be miserable and be alone. But sometimes you've got to be selfish. And this is what they're saying. You need to be selfish for yourself more than anyone. But this lady, she's such a lovely soul. And what she's giving, the love she's giving to you, you should be taking to yourself as well. I don't like asking questions, but is there someone like a husband or partner in spirit? Because I'm hearing this now. Because this gentleman is actually saying, tell her I still love her. So I don't know whether you can take this gentleman who's saying, tell you he still loves you. Because he's saying, we may be apart in physical. Okay. Okay. I don't know why he's saying this then. Right, okay. I'll hold on to that. It is for someone here, but I don't know. But this is what is with you, and it says you are an ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery of your destiny, wise with dignity. So, yeah, that I'll leave that with you. And I've got to ask. There's a gentleman that's coming through, and I feel he is a husband, and he's saying we may be apart on earth, but in our souls still live on, and we are together. Our souls are still together. Can anyone understand this? Okay, well, it's supposed to be for someone else then. Jane, the problem is I don't like giving names, but oh, bless you. Right, Angel. I knew I was. I think this one's more for Angel actually. Yeah. Because it's a bit soppy. He keeps, because he's saying that's my angel. No worries, Jane. That's the thing with names and that. Everyone knows a John. Everyone knows a Paul, a Luke. Everyone can relate to a name, but this gentleman has just turned around and said, "That's my angel." So I don't know whether he used to call you Angel, but I've got to. Right. Not when he was alive. Right, Angel. Well, he's calling you his angel now. And what I've got here is clever. And look at that beautiful fox. What a beautiful card. Right. What I'm feeling with you and what Spirit are telling me is that there's been a lot of things going on with you at the moment. And there are a couple of things that I do know, decisions you've got to make. And that I do know those decisions. So well, there you go. The cards don't lie. Right. What they're saying is the decisions that you are having to make, I know it is very difficult to make. Spirit are with you and they will talk to you as I know that you talk to them. This gentleman is also coming in around you at the moment because he's saying that the last few weeks has been very, very difficult and there's still more to come. Keep hold of your faith because Spirit will be there and they will be guiding you every which way and they will give you the love and the comfort that you will so need. He is also saying that they will give you the words to comfort your family on the earth. I know it is going to be upsetting, but Spirit will help you with the words. The love that you share with so many souls, the love that you share with Spirit is so deserving the love to be given to you too. You deserve the love, you deserve the honor, you deserve the praise of everything that you do, because everything you do out of love. You never ask for anything back, you only give. But it's now time Spirit are giving back to you. They are giving you the love, the energy, as they feel you haven't had the energy as of late. They are giving you back the energy as well. you have also been feeling them around you as well, because they are working in your mind, body, and soul at the moment, sending love, sending healing. And there are bright stars going to be appearing. And this is what they're saying you deserve. You deserve to be the bright star in the middle, because the beauty and the beauty will always cherish you. Keep on going with spirit, and they will keep following you as well to give you the love and support. I'm going to read what the card says now. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instinct. Resource around you. Be open to romance. And I'm going to leave that with you and say, bless you. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. And we will be thinking of you. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, now back to the lovely Lynn.
Oh, I thought it was Luke's turn.
It is Luke's turn. Yeah.
Is he ready?
I can go, but I was just giving you an opportunity to jump in if you had anyone prepared.
I actually do. I have Gemma Ball. So let me I've got her cards already pulled, and I was just told to pull another one for her. So Gemma, the first card that I have for you is called Starbathing. This is from the Star Child Oracle. It's about light body, crystal grids, transmission, and activation is what it says on the card. What I feel for this, for you with this card, is that you have changes coming up, okay? If you think of spirit energy as being transmitted and we are receivers, and we receive from spirit, and spirit is the transmitter. There are things coming to you where spirit is going to bring you to a new level. That's going to activate a new level for you in your life. Okay. It does suggest that you have a crystal grid, and I don't know if you're familiar with those, but it's using certain crystals to help to add protection to your home, to add harmony to your home, and to just kind of increase the frequency at which you vibrate, so that you can receive these transmissions, understand them. And it is just think of it as receiving messages or receiving energy from spirit that is going to help you know the right way. It could be that you have a dream and it just leads you towards a new job or a new hobby, a new interest. Um, Pay close attention to the things that pop up around you. You know, things that you kind of like get drawn to. The TV could be on, and it could be advertising like a educational course or something like that, and all of a sudden you just feel drawn to watch the commercial, and boom, you know, you're now interested in this commercial that was on. It could be that that is something that spirit is sending to you and saying, hey, you might be interested in this. This might be something you should pursue. Also, with the dreams, have a dream journal by your bed, so that when you wake up in the middle of the night, or when you wake up in the morning and you have these little pieces of thoughts, start writing them down. After a week or two, you'll start to see a pattern of similar things that pop up. And those are the things that they are trying to get you to notice. That is the first card. The second card I pulled, I even read the description in the book for this one. And while I do agree with part of the description in the book, that is not what I'm told to use for you, to use some of it, but not all of it. This is called Ring Around the Moon. This is protection. This is letting you know When you look up at the moon and you see the little halo around the moon, that is the divine. That is Mother Gaia, Mother Moon, Spirit, um, letting you know that you are divinely protected. You are meant to have the protection of Spirit to get you through the tough times. Okay, it's not saying that you're protected from all the tough times, because we all have our ups and downs. We can't we can't appreciate the good things that we have in our life unless we have dealt with the hardships. Okay, this, to me, when I look at this card, I don't just see like the single halo around the room or around the moon. When I see a halo, when I look up in the sky and I see a halo around the moon, I know that means the weather's going to be changing. There are changes coming. What I do still feel when I see this particular card is there are changes coming from you. Do not worry of those changes, because you are protected. Things will turn out okay. You may have a little bit of turbulence because the moon affects the tides. It brings high tides and low tides, so there may be a little turbulence, but things will work out and you are protected from any damaging impacts that might happen due to the shift of the moon. What I see when I look at this particular card, besides that, is that this is divided up. This ring around the moon is divided up like an aura. Okay. It is different levels. It's not just one halo, it's different levels. So there are going to be different changes. The first one I see is orange, and that is creativity. That is that inspiration, that spark for that new endeavor. The next ones that I see are, if you look down towards the bottom, they have kind of a pinky glow. If you look to the top, they have kind of green. So this is telling me that there is love coming in. Okay. There is support coming in. And if you keep your eye on the ball or on the moon, if you reach for the moon, um, you will have that fertile ground to plant those seeds in, because that's what green represents to me. Um, it means that things are going to be going well, but you have to reach for it. Okay. You have to reach for it. You have to watch for those changes coming. You are protected. Okay. And then you have this beautiful yellow that is kind of all around. That is that self-confidence. And that is coming in for you so that you know you can do this. You know you've got this. You know how to do what needs to be done. The last card that I was told to pull for you, and that was just a couple of seconds before Paul turned it back over to me, is a talking to heaven card. And it is usually a message from one of our loved ones. This one says, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Okay. And I feel like this card was given to me to draw for you, because someone who has passed wants you to know that they feel like they left things unsaid, or you feel like you left things unsaid, and they want you to know that they are still around. They can still hear you when you speak to them, and they are still trying to speak to you, even though um, you don't always hear them. It's not that you're not listening. It's that they are either being too subtle with their signs, or there are times when you're just like, I just can't right now. I want to know they're there, but I just can't have them materialize. I can't have them show me signs because it's just too hard. And that's okay. That's okay. We all handle the loss of those that we love differently, and some of us don't even feel like it's necessarily a loss. It's just a separation until we're together again. Okay. This tree heart-shaped, beautiful red leaves. So much love coming in. So much love. And even down on the ground where the leaves have fallen, it's just a field of red. Okay. That field of red is love spreading out at your feet, above you, all around you as the leaves fall. And they are letting you know that they are still there. They do still love you. They want you to know that they wish they had told you more often while they were here that they love you. Now, I am not going to look and find out if this is a mom or a dad or a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a former or current, the latest romantic partner in your life, because that is not for me to know. If I was supposed to know that, they would be standing here in front of me and they would be saying, tell her this. I am being told by spirit, tell her this, because the person doesn't want to come through. They just want you to know the message, and spirit knows that you know who that person is. So I'm going to leave it with you like that. I know that's kind of vague, and I'm sorry that it's kind of vague, but it is not my place, I am being told, to dive into your personal life. Not at this point. If you want more information on it, all you got to do is ask me, and I will ask if it is okay for me to reveal it. But I'm being told that it's personal for you. And as I said, I'm being shown that a lot of times it is hard for you to look around and see signs of that other person. So you know who the person is. The message is there. It is for you to take when you are ready. And they are telling me that they are always listening. So when you are ready to reach out and speak, they will hear you. Okay. They will hear you anytime you speak their name. Okay. So it is an absolutely beautiful feeling. It's a warmth that just kind of washes through me for you. And if I could send you that warmth, I would. So know that you have this like loving embrace that is just absolutely around you. And they want you to know it, but they also want to stay just a step back so that the tears don't come, and so that you will continue to move forward instead of remain um stationary, because I'm I'm being shown that like when you feel that warmth and that embrace and that person around you, you just kind of want to sit there and just kind of hold on to them. But that means you're not moving forward, and you need to continue to move forward. So know that they are there, know that they are supporting you, know that they are listening anytime you want to talk, but they do still want you to move forward, and they will move forward with you. They will not leave you alone. Okay. Unless you tell them to, but no, they will not leave you to be alone. Okay. And I'm supposed to clarify that they will not leave you to be alone. So you always have someone in spirit that is with you and supporting you and sending you love. So that is for you. And the next person, I don't know if Yvonne is still here, but Yvonne was the next person that Spirit called me to. Hello, Carolyn Jane. I am so happy to see you today. Welcome, welcome. And I am going to turn you guys over to the lovely Luke and see who he has coming up, and who Crouching Bull or Tonka lead him to for readings today.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, right. I have with me Ramesses, and if you'd like a reading with Ramesses, please put your names up now, and we'll see where Crouching Bull points with his stick.
That's Jane asked for that in there, didn't they?
Right. Now, Okay, he's on the move with the sticks, so let's see where he goes. Right. And he stopped on Leona McAvoy. Leona McAvoy, I'm coming to you. And yes, I did see your question, Jane, about why you keep dreaming about Theophily. And to be honest with you, I don't do dream analysis, so I can't really answer that question for you. Perhaps Lynn is able to do dream analysis, but I certainly, it's not something I do, unfortunately, so I can't answer that question for you.
I do dreams occasionally, but I am not familiar with Thermopylae.
Thermopylae, it's location where the legendary, according to Greek mythology, the gates of Hades are located. So that'd be like where you get the boatmen and all that.
I will look into what it might relate to, and I'll see if anything comes to me. But it may take me a couple of days to get Spirit to send information to me to analyze a dream. But if that's something, maybe next week or the week after when I'm back, we'll be able to look into that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going back to mute.
It is also, I mean, there's a historical battle took place there by the sea between the invading armies under King Xerxes of Persia and the King of Sparta. They fought a battle on the shores near Theophily, but there's also a legend there about the gates of Hades in that area as well. Something to do with Hades. I think it's a gateway to Hades is somewhere near Theophilus as well. So it may be related to a battle.
The first thing that I saw, the first thing that I've been shown, and it's if you don't mind, I'll put it out there, and then we'll see if that sims what she's thinking about when she's having her dream. Is I do see like almost like a coliseum kind of thing, but it's outside of it. It's like maybe a town or something with a large, what I would call a large gate. But then I also see like in the side of a mountain, kind of a etched image, and that feels like you could pass through it into a different realm. And I do feel a battle. I did feel a battle, but I wasn't sure, because I'm familiar with like I'm familiar with like the movie Spartan.
Yeah, King Leonidas of Sparta.
Yeah, I remember the movie, the 300, and I remember some of my Greek history and some of my Roman history, and I do remember battles, but I am rubbish with names. But I do know of King Leonidas. I do see what looks to be gladiator attire and fighting. But what I'm feeling is like no winners. I mean, I'm seeing like I'm seeing people on a battlefield, but I'm not feeling like this side is winning or this side is winning. I'm just feeling like there's a very big struggle. So if I were to interpret the dream from just the information I have right now, without actually speaking to her in regards to it, I would have to say that I feel like she's being shown that there are struggles coming up, and they are going to be difficult struggles because they are going to be things where no one wins. In other words, they're either going to have to come to a truce or come to a conclusion where everybody walks away with nothing, or you compromise. As far as the gates, I feel like it could feel like Hades. It could feel like walking through the underworld, or entering into the underworld, because it is going to be a struggle that is negative in energy. Um, but I'm hearing walk through the gates of hell, or walk through, um, it, I'm hearing the saying about you've been through the gates of hell, or you've been through hell and back. Um, and I feel like, it could feel that way to her, whatever this struggle is that is coming up. And I do feel like it's I'm hearing the word competition, but I don't feel like it's a competition, because in competitions you have uh, stunted swords, or dulled blades, and it's just for show to declare a winner. This feels to me like an actual, like engaging in, if I don't get this right, I can't move on in my life. I don't think it's going to actually be that big a battle, or that significant a battle. I don't feel like it's a life or death battle, but I do feel like it is a tug of war, a big tug of war. And in the end, everybody comes out messy. So I do feel like there's some struggles coming up that she's going to have to face. To her, it's going to feel like she's walked through hell and back, but she will come back, and she will bounce back from it. And with compromises, with truces, or ceasefires even, there is a opportunity to maybe not get what you want, but end in the battle, in the struggle, in the competition, and the mess, and move on from it. So I don't know how that resonates. I'm sorry for stepping on your
Yeah,
time
no,
there, Luke.
absolutely. It's a question that was posed. I don't understand. I don't do dream analysis or interpretation, so I threw it out in case
I
anybody does.
do it on occasion. When spirit shows me, I can do a little bit of it. It is not one of the things that I put in my bio, as they say, but it is one of the gifts that I have been blessed with. But I only do it when spirit allows me to. So, and I, like I said, I was shown a couple of images, but I wasn't familiar with the name. And that is because I have, and I'm being told I need to step up my re-education. I have let some of my historical and history lessons slide over the last few years. So I apologize for that. I used to be very into Greek and Roman and Norse mythology, and I've let the Greek and Roman slide over the probably the last decade.
No.
But thank you so much, Jane. I can't see the comments right now because I'm actually looking at the camera. And I will pull the comments back up in a minute, but I do hope that resonates with you. I hope that helps. Like I said, in a couple weeks when I'm back, if spirit gives me anything else, because sometimes they do let me know over a period of nights. Like I tell everybody, when the dream journal, you have to do it over several nights to several weeks before you get a full pattern and see what it is. I will see if anything else comes to me, and I will let you know in the future readings. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. I knew my classics education would come in handy at some point. Right. Leona, as I glance into the crystal, I have to say that I'm being shown an image of you. And actually, at this occasion, you're actually sat on an armchair, and it looks very much like you are conducting meditation. Your eyes are closed, your hands are very relaxed on your knees, and I can see a lot of orbs really whizzing around your head here in the crystal. You know, they're about that size, but they're all whizzing around in different directions. There's about, you know, if I was trying to count them, you know, I'm going to say there must be somewhere in the region about 15 or 20 of them, all whizzing around. So there's a lot of spiritual energy where you are, a lot of spirit entity where you are. It's all positive energy, so there's nothing, you know, untoward going on. And I want to say that I'm very aware of a spirit person that is in the room with you. They are showing me them as the yellowy golden manifestation, which lets me know that there's a person that's trying to come through. So I'm going to see if we have got someone in the queue for you. Do we have someone for Leona? Oh, right. Okay. Yes, please do let them in. Okay, let's see. Right. I want to say, Leona, that I do feel the energy of a lady stepping forward. And as she does so, I want to say that straight away that this is a small lady in stature, and I'm looking at someone around about 5'4", 5'5", okay? And I want to go down the maternal side of the family with this lady. So it's down the mother side. And if I take you as generation 1, 2 would be, you know, mother, auntie. 3 would be grandmother, great auntie. I'm looking at generation 3 with this lady, and I want to say that she's showing herself to me, you know, just the face I'm looking at, and with the image of her face and the feel around her body, because she's putting on with me. I got achy joints, you know, the wrists, the fingers, the knees, the ankles, the hips. You know, I've got quite a bit of pain in all my joints. And I want to say that I feel I need to reach for a stick to help me get around. Okay. I'm looking at someone who is in their 80s. I'm going to say the mid-80s, I feel, with this lady. So I'm going from the 80 to mid-80s range with this lady. I want to say that this is a lady who has been through a lot. I want to say, been through a lot. By no means a lady that has had a lot of money. Okay, this is a lady who's just got by. There's no sort of like big, huge amounts stashed in the bank. She's not living the life of, shall I say, someone in a very big house with people running after her. This is a lady who very much, I want to say, with her husband went from one paycheck to the next. You know, there wasn't a lot of it going around. But nevertheless, this lady had, you know, she was content. Okay. I'm not going to say she was delirious, you know, in the sense that, you know, happy go lucky, but she was content. Not a materialistic individual. Okay. So she had what she needed and she was content with it. What she did have a lot of, you know, was a lot of love in her heart that she very much believed in the case of that money is not everything that you need. Okay. What she's saying, as long as you've got love in your heart and enough love to share out, you should be content with your lot, because that in itself is the greatest blessing that you can have within your family unit. And she had a lot of that to give. She went through very, very rough times. She came from a very, very, I want to say, deprived background herself as a child. That, you know, there wasn't a lot of anything, okay? But she had a lot of love from her parents, and she was contented with that, and therefore, out of life, she never expected much, and she was always content and felt blessed with what she had. She was very, very talented, though. And when I say talented, what I mean by the fact that talent is, you know, she could sew, and boy, could she cook. Okay, boy, could she cook. And everything that this lady did in life, whether it was stitch the collar back on a shirt, whether it was stitch the bum back in a pair of trousers, mend socks, mend holes in all sorts of clothing, and put a hearty, tasty, and satisfying meal on the table. Everything like that she did, she always did with love. And it was that ingredient of love in everything that she did that gave her the sense of peace and happiness in her life. She rarely asked for anything, and she never expected anything. But she was always grateful for blessings that came her way, and that was the type of lady she was. The one thing that this lady, if she was to write her own autobiography, she tells me, the two things that gave her satisfaction in her life, okay, that she said, if I was to write my autobiography, you'd have to write it from spirit, though, or you could write it through someone. She's saying to me that the first thing she'd write about is her love of knitting. Okay, now a lot of people do knitting using these great big huge patterns with all this fancy instructions, which, having been shown what a knitting pattern looks like from my grandma years and years ago, I said to her, good grief, Granny, you'd need a degree in algebra to understand what on earth it's talking about. So sometimes my gran would buy a knitting pattern and all the wool, and it all came in this one great big package, okay? And she'd take the knitting instructions and she'd throw them in the bucket, and she would make it herself from her, she'd make it from in here. And this is what I strongly feel comes from your nan, is she didn't need a knitting pattern. You say, oh, I need let's say you needed a cardie, okay? She could get to work on that cardie without needing any patterns or that. As long as she had enough wool, she could make it. She'll just sort of like size you up, I suppose, with a measuring tape, like your granny does and like your mum does when you're getting your trousers or shorts or a shirt or something. They always take the measurements, because as a kid, you're always growing. And she could produce it in no time at all, and it would fit perfectly. It's not one of those things that they'll go, oh, don't worry, you'll grow into it. I firmly believe that was the answer to everything when I was a kid. You'll grow into it. But she was very good. She'd take the measurements, produce it to the measurements, it would fit, it would be grand, and everybody would be happy. And she made it out of love, and that was the special thing. The other thing that, without a doubt, this lady could cook, and this lady could do anything with the right ingredients. Nothing was ever measured though, and that's the funny thing about it. Like, it'd be a cup of this, handful of that, a couple of logs of this, mix it all around, and hey presto, fabulous. It would be like that. And again, she says the only secret ingredient was the love I put into making it. And all I'd say is, yeah, don't worry, I'm telling. If she ever visited your house, hide the potatoes. She was obsessed with potatoes, right? And I mean obsessed, right? If you weren't looking, she'd be emptying your potato pot, right? And then off it would go, because she was obsessed with potatoes. But that was actually a cultural thing, you know, being obsessed with the potatoes, because it just seemed to be certain generations just had this thing about spuds. And it very much goes down to the generation that was around during the wartime, where literally the only thing that you could guarantee more or less getting your hands on during the war years and afterwards, when the rationing was still on, was potatoes, because you could grow them anywhere. And literally, this lady loved spuds, you name it, whether it was boiled, smashed, bashed, grilled, fried, baked, or eaten raw. This lady loved them, and that was what she could do with them. Okay, now I know there's umpteen different varieties of spuds, and I'm sure if I think about it long enough, I could probably rattle off about maybe two, right? But I know you gardeners out there could rattle off about a dozen and a half, maybe 2 dozen, even more probably, different varieties of spud. But to me, a spud's a spud. So if I look at a spud, it's a spud. You know, it's a big spud, it's a little spud. It's a spud, right? But years and years ago, there were only a few varieties, and you could, you know, if you were mashing potato, you'd go for what was it they called it? Maris Piper was always the best one for mashing, and then you got what was the other one? New potatoes. I mean, new potatoes, old potatoes. It's a potato, you know. So, but my granny used to always get Maris Piper for some reason, and all I remember about it was they were good for mashing, because my granddad was nuts about mashed potatoes. But she had her favorite, I'll call it a brand, you know, she had her favorite brand, which she would go for all the time. But, you know, at the end of the day, she was nuts about potatoes, bless her. And she draws very close. Okay. She draws very close. And it's not because she's got anything specific that she wants to say, bless her. She just wants to pop in and say hi, just to let you know that she's well. She says, I'm contented. I'm contented. And oh, right, okay. I'm just getting an ear bashing here. Right. Oh, right, yeah, okay. I get your point. Yeah. Apparently, me saying a spud's wrong. It's like me calling, you know, or it's like me saying all cabbages are the same when clearly they're not. I've just been educated and says that not all potatoes are the same, and that I really can't just call a spud a spud. Right. I've said that, darling, but I really don't know. I can't tell one spud to another, but when it comes to varieties, to me, they all look the same, but I appreciate, a connoisseur like yourself about potatoes, they're quite significantly different. That's me being told. But she wants to come in just to be remembered, and also to send her love and that of the family in spirit down to yourself. She is aware that there are a number of people in the family that have been seeking to hear from her and others. And she's come forward just to let those individuals know that everyone is doing well and sends their love. And she wants to say that also that, that when there are family get-togethers, and she's talking about anniversaries and birthdays, they do come in en masse. Hence why she says you saw all of that, all the orbs around your head. She says that was a way of us saying that we come in together. Okay. There are those around that are actually in the family that can actually see the orbs, although they dismiss it as being something else. But they're actually seeing the orbs come in. But just be aware that weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, when there is get-togethers to celebrate, they do come in as shown in the crystal, as like a swarm of orbs that they do come in. Okay, that's fine. She wants to leave it at that because she wants to leave it at that. Okay, if that's all you've got or all you want to say to them. I mean, well, thank you very much. God bless you. Right, I'm going to she's just asked, is that you that's doing the playing around with her head? Right. She says that's her doing this. Imagine this is your head, obviously with the hair on it. It's her coming up and going, blowing on your hair, like it's her trying to get your attention to let you know that she's there. Some of the others come in and they're moving objects, like ornaments and things around on tables and mantelpieces and that, to get so that it's noticeable. And people are like, oh, what's been going on here? But they usually dismiss that as some of the kids going around and moving things. But yes, it's her blowing on your hair, she says. But I'm going to leave her love with you and the love that she brings from the rest of the family and say thank you very much, Leona. And she's also saying before she goes out, sorry about smudging your glasses. Okay, sorry about smudging your glasses. As in, the greasy marks left on the spectacles on both sides. She says, sorry about that, but, it was one of the ways of me getting your attention. So be aware that it's the smudging of the glasses is down to her. The blowing in your hair is down to her. The moving of objects around the house, like mantelpiece and that sort of thing, that's down to another gentleman that is coming in visitation sometimes with her. And again, that's just to let you know that the family are very much around. Okay. Yeah, of course. Just go up to Tonka, he'll take you back. I'm going to leave her love with you. So thank you very much, Leona. God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And Leona, thank you for coming. My pleasure. My pleasure. She's gone back over to Tonka now. Yeah, bye now. And I'll leave her love with you. So, right. Paul.
Yeah.
If you wish, I shall hand over to you.
Yeah.
Bless you. You're very, very welcome, Leona, as always. Absolute pleasure. A very, very lovely lady. Very lovely. Right. Hand you over to the lovely Paul now.
That and my answers as well. Right. Let's have. Oh, where's she gone? Where's little Lindy? My little big sis gone. You've done it again. Right, names up.
I don't know what happened that last time. I was just looking at it and it just booted me out and I had to reinstall StreamYard the whole 9 yards.
Oh, gold. Right, Carly Lou, spirit or cosmic? Carly Lou. Cosmic. If anyone does want to give donations, it does go to a good cause. The lovely Lynn. Hi, Leslie. How are you? Hi, Helen. Oh, this one is definitely for you. I know this is for you. Friendship. Oh, friendship. What a beautiful card. And looking at all these colours, and I do feel this is the beauty of, of the friendship, that you are a loyal being. You are one who can be trusted, and they are actually, Spirit are actually saying the trust that you have, and you are very trustworthy, but the problem is you trust too easily. Hi, Christine Davis. The trust that you've got to watch how people are. You've got to watch, because of where you're trusted too easily, it is actually can be quite dangerous at times. But Spirit are saying, yes, I know you want to give the love out to everyone and you want to give, be friends for everyone, but there's times you've got to sit back and actually look and turn around and say, questionable. And what the Spirit was saying, you've got to ask them more. You've got to be more open with Spirit and say, can I trust this person? Can I not trust this person? And they're just saying that you've got connection with Spirit. You've got connection with the light. And look, I do feel that there is love coming in quite deep. Family and friends, the love who would love to take you by the hand and just walk with you as a dear friend. Don't let people try to bully you or try to con you basically, and they're saying you have to be careful of people trying to con you out of things, money, cigarettes if you smoke, food, and all that. You've got to be a bit more cautious, and this is what they're saying. But there is a lady coming down, and I do feel it's a motherly link that's actually coming in around you at the moment, and she's coming in to give you a big cuddle, because she's saying at the moment you've been quite down and you've actually been feeling lost, and she's saying, I'm here to help you find what you've lost. And I think she's laughing there saying that, but what she's meaning is she's there to help you find your way. You don't need to keep straining to find your way. The way is spirit. Bless you. Bless you. That's why we always say on here, we never ask you to be our friends. You have to ask us, because we don't reach out, because that is what cons do. And always be wary. And like, I've had so many try to scam our account, and it's just, totally nightmare. But we've got through it, and we leave it all up to spirit. And this is what they're saying. Always leave it up to spirit. Don't press the enter button until you've spoken to spirit, because you show love to each and every person. You show love and how you wish to be. But they're saying, step back. But this lady, beautiful, beautiful lady, she can be quite funny, but she could be quite feisty as well. And she's saying, bless her. And she was saying, look after your pennies, and your pennies will look after themselves. But there are always bad apples on a fruit tree. But when you pick the right ones, they're with you. They're nice and juicy, but the bad ones always horrible. But you will give love and support all around, and don't give up on what your calling is. And I know you are going to be coming and doing a live on here, doing your cards, because I know you are a fantastic card reader, and you've got to do it and keep the love, because you've got the love. And I'm going to leave that with you. And I just want to do one more, if that's all right. I know she's asked you, but as I've actually got the spirit animal cards. Well, we can both do it, can't we? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we are going to get Carly Lou on sometime and do our card readings. Even if it's just a practice.
That would be fab.
Yeah. You can practice on either me or Lynn or Luke. It doesn't matter.
I am always available to anyone that wants to pull a few cards and practice.
Yeah, so we can always make time for you, Carly, anytime. Not like that reading yesterday, or should I say early hours this morning. Luke got a phone call where he had to give a reading. So Caroline Jane Brooks, just let me know that it's all okay.
There we go. Okay.
The reason I'm asking, because I don't get that much long.
Yeah.
So Caroline, Can you say yes, please, or no, thank you? Is she still there?
I think so, Carolyn. There she is. She said thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, no worries. Right.
I want to see because I've got my spirit animal oracle. And I've shuffled the deck since the first time she asked the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just kind of sitting back and seeing what cards pulled up and how they related to her. So I want to see what your cards pull for.
Mastery. Is that right? Mastery. Mastery.
Yeah. Yep. Mastery.
Yeah,
It
eagle.
means perfection or perfecting. Getting super good at.
Yeah. Right. Caroline. As I've drawn this eagle, the colours, the brightness, and yes, you are the master of your own making. You don't need to ask people what to do, where to go, because you decide yourself, and you've got to not let people try to control you and not allow people to tell you what to do. There is some healing also coming up around you as well, but the eagle is quite a strong bird, and I do feel this is a spirit animal around you at the moment, because this is how our spirit want you to be. They want you to be the master. They want you to be the person of your choosing. People shouldn't be telling you or judging you what you do. You are big enough and old enough to decide things for yourself. And that's whether money, jobs. If you don't work, then, your own things that you do during the day or night. But you've got to keep up with it and let spirit know, thank you, spirit. Thank you for looking after me, and always give the problems to spirit, because spirit will always be there to lend a hand for you. They will never ever let you down. And when you don't feel them, that is because they are carrying you, they are in you. So they are a part of you, and they're saying, you've got the choices in line. You know what choices are on the line. Keep the love and keep the promises as I know you can, and spirit will be there morning, noon, and night for you. And yes, they do speak to you of a night, and they even speak to you during the day. But you've got to learn to start living and being yourself. And what the card actually says is, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and sour and soar. You are guided by the wind of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. And this is what is actually, they are actually telling you. You are the wisdom of your own choosing. So I'm going to leave that with you. And yes, the healing is coming. The healing has been there since you've been what we say, a knee eye to a grasshopper. Spirit will always be there with you and will never disappoint you. Humans can disappoint, but spirit can't. And this eagle is giving you the strength of your what you need to do. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you, Caroline.
Carolyn, I'm going to follow up with what Paul is saying. when you
Was that
asked the
close?
question, oh, spot on. It was it. And you'll see as I explained to her what I did when she first put the question up. I went ahead and I hardly ever use my spirit animal cards, and I don't use them a lot here because you have spirit animal cards, so I let you take that realm. But I saw the card that she was wanting, but I wanted to see what spirit told me to pull, and spirit pulled
Are they
multiple
the
cards.
same?
They are I actually did pull the eagle, but I didn't pull the eagle back out from the deck. But one of the cards that did pop out, or when I was doing the first shuffling, was an eagle card. And since you did that so well, I'm just going to tell you what I got from her. The very first thing that I got was, Carolyn, you need this is a time for you to collaborate with other people. Okay, this is ant spirit, busy little ants carrying 1,000 times their body weight, or 10,000 times. So carrying so much more than people expect you to be able to handle. This is you. I see a menagerie around you, and evidently spirit did too, because I kept trying to see if I could pull the fox. I got the cat, I got the deer, I got the stag, I got the coyote, and I got the elephant. And this one is about claiming your independence, which I know you work really hard to have that independent streak that you have. This one tells you to bring a gentle touch, so that I know that there are times when you are kind of wanting to. Uh, I don't want to be harsh about it, but you kind of want to lash out at people that are not listening, or not hearing what you are trying to say, and you kind of want to snap back at them. That one's just letting you know that you have that ability, and deer comes to you to remind you to bring us a gentle touch to it. Stag is telling you to take the lead. That's part of that independence and being in charge of yourself. Coyote says trust any of the divine detours. Coyote is a teacher, and he brings us lessons. Sometimes they're kind of hard lessons, but he always brings us lessons. Elephant tells you to learn from your past. Now, when you ask the second time, I pulled 2 cards. This is the dog being loyal to what you love, and the fox. And the fox came out on its own, and it's to remind you to think on your feet. So I do see that, yes, fox is one of your guides. You have many guides. You have an entire menagerie around you, from the smallest little ant to the giant elephant. And each one of them is bringing you a little bit different message, a little bit different inspiration, but they are all there for you. Okay, Carolyn? They are all there, and they all have a purpose. And all you have to do is just call on them. As Paul said in his reading, you have the ability to have, to take charge, to do this, to do that, and to have all these things come in for you. And all you have to do is pick which one best brings what you need. So yes, Fox is one of your guides, but he is only one of many. Okay, because you are surrounded. And in terms of the mastery of the eagle, which, yes, one of the cards I was trying to pull out the cards that I had shuffled through that came out for you earlier. The eagle was one, as Paul said, with the mastery. It is all about learning the most you can about yourself and your strengths and what you want to do. And the black eagle, see, you've got the black eagle from Paul, you've got the fox here, but penguin hasn't told you that you have all of these others. You literally have over half of the deck in guides. Okay, if we were to set you in a picture, we would need a wide angle lens to capture all of your spirit guides around you. the animal spirits, because the animals flock to you. They just absolutely love you. And you are, as the dog, loyal to those that you love, but the dog is also loyal to the ones that he loves. So your spirit animals are loyal to you. They are there when you need them. And each one of them gives you a different strength and a different lesson. And when you have the mastery of all of those animals, all of those guides, you have the ability to do so much more than you realize, like the ant, where you can lift and hold and carry so much more than you believe you can.
No.
So that is the message that we have for you, Carolyn, both of us. Paul, how did I do? Oh, I don't think
I've got one more to do. Christine Davies,
okay,
which I will
go for
do
it.
after you finished.
And then I will get to Yvonne if she is still here, and if not, I will pull the next person that I am drawn to. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Paul, for letting me jump in there with you.
No problem. Christine Davies, spirit animals or cosmic? Next week, next Saturday, we are doing the wax. So, and then a couple of weeks later, we'll be doing the wax Wednesday. But next Saturday, we are doing the wax. Just wait for Christine. Hi, Christine. Cosmic or spirit animals? Just let us know what you would like, Christine, please. Spirit animals. Okay. I haven't seen Joanne or anyone on tonight.
I saw both Joanne's on. Joanne Lewis and Joanne Stewart were both on earlier. I don't know.
See them at all. Maybe because I was.
I think it was during Luke's time that I saw them come up.
Ah, right. Okay.
And the chat has been very full on the StreamYard tonight. It's a oops, almost said it. It's been a really, really abundant blessing of people in here tonight.
Yeah, it has been amazing, and we're loving it. And now we've got that deal we're doing, the TV thing. It's going to be great, Both passed our auditions.
And I was supposed to remind you at 9 to change the code word.
You was meant to change. You said you was going to change it, but a bit
No,
late now.
I made the first one. I was gonna remind you guys to change it. I was gonna have you guys do it. But yeah.
We normally keep it the same anyway. So yes.
That's okay.
Right.
We'll do.
Yeah, Christine Davies, right, protector. And look at that. A white stag. Lovely, love. These cards are so beautiful. Right. And what I'm actually feeling, I cover it up so I don't even know what it says, but I do read it out after I've given what I'm seeing and what I'm being told. Right. What I'm seeing first thing is you are the protector of your own being. Spirit is a protector of you as well. What I'm actually feeling and hearing is you do need to put your protection more so around you, around yourself, around your home, around your gardens, around your car, around everywhere that you go. You need to have that cloak of protection around you. And Spirit is saying, where have you been? Have you been away from Spirit for a while? Because they just said, where have you been? Oh, because they're welcoming you back and they're saying, welcome back. But they are also saying that your spiritual journey is still on a fast vibration, and they are actually coming in and letting you know that they are so glad to have you back and carry on doing what you need to do. The protection is all around you, and Spirit are doing the protection for you as well at the moment. I've got a lady who's actually drawing close to you on the maternal side as well, and she's actually coming in with a lot of love. And I do feel it's grandmother that's actually coming in for you, and she's letting you know that she is there and she will always be around you. So I do feel this, you was quite close to this lady. She's also saying that you have the power and the prayer to do things that you've wanted to do, and she's actually saying get and do them, because you can do the things that you want to do. I'm getting a bit confused here. Did this lady pass with a memory loss or something? Because I seem to be like slurring and not memory, or a stroke. I'm feeling more a stroke that she passed from. She's actually being a bit quite slurry with her speech. But she's also, though, coming in with healing, because you... Okay. I am being given and told you've got the healing. You need a lot of healing of your mind, body and soul at the moment. And you need the love as well. And Spirit are letting you know they are pouring in loads of love for you, because you so deserve it. And the work for Spirit, yes, you can have a break. Yes, you can do things, but Spirit will always be there. And Spirit will never, ever let you down. They will always be by your side. And even if you don't feel them, they are still there. There's a gentleman actually coming in as well around you. And I feel he's more like brother, partner sort of thing. I always get that. I never get told either way. But it's that sort of age that's actually coming in around you as well. And he's coming in to actually let you know that he's there safe, and that he got home safe. That's what he's saying. So he wanted to let you know that he got there safe. But more than anything, you are the protector of your own being. Don't allow people to try to get you to do other things and that. You do what you wish, and you do what spirit, and your work for spirit is what you do. And they're saying keep doing that and keep on protecting yourself, because if you don't, who else will? I know family and that, but they can't do everything that you can do for yourself. And that is what spirit are saying. A spirit are going to help you. A spirit are helping you and guiding you for where you need to be and where you want to be. And they're saying, keep the love, keep the love in spirit, keep the love for spirit, and spirit will give you the love and the healing and all that you need. And now I'm going to read this card. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And you are magic. You are a loving, gentle soul that works for spirit. And always know that spirit will never let you down. You have the power and you have the magic to make your own desires and do what you need to do. And I'm going to say bless you. Thank you for working with us, and it was an amazing read. So keep the love and keep cherish. I'm not going to leave it there. Bless you. Mm, mm. No problem.
So is it my turn? Or
Yeah, might be worth making it the last one because Luke's got to do some of the.
okay, understood.
If that's all right.
That is okay. I was gonna ask really quickly if Yvonne is still here. And if Yvonne is not, I do see that Alan just came in, and I was immediately pulled to his name, even though he hasn't even said hi yet. So I may go to Alan, and if Alan, if I know, because I know Lindsay has left, and I think Yvonne has left, and those were the other two people I had on my list. Alan, are you here?
We've still got 22 people on.
Yeah. And I'm looking at my secondary device, which is only showing 7 people, but I do know that there's a whole lot more. Hi, Allie.
Yeah,
I see you now
yeah.
because Alan's not
And
on the one I'm looking for.
people haven't heard the code word when I said it.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Carly, thank you so much for the donation. It is very appreciated. I will let everyone know. We have a really hard time.
Yeah. Mm.
Month to month. And sometimes we almost get everything covered, and other times we have things pop up like light bulb on the car that has to be fixed. That is not something I am capable of doing myself, so we have to invest money into having it repaired by someone who knows what they're doing. Um, unlike me. And we hit things with repairs and just bills that we just can't meet. And the guys are very, very gracious, very loving, very supportive. They do help me out when they are not helping out other charities, and they do help out other charities. They do war animals, they do poppy appeal, they help other people who are struggling, and in need. And this week they do, they are going to send any donations that are coming in
Yeah.
tonight. They will send those to me. I can assure you that what is sent in is sent to me, every penny. Um, and with the exception of what PayPal takes out for fees. Um, they are amazing. And I am so blessed to know all of you and any of you that have helped. It is never a mandatory thing. It is always, just out of the goodness of your heart, if you feel drawn to sending, you can send a donation, you can book a private reading. However, if you send in a donation and it's one of the nights that they send the money to me, they do send it to me. And it is very much appreciated. It goes towards bills. If you guys ever want to know what bills it goes to, I'll be happy to tell you. Because I can show you a whole list, and I can itemize it down and show you where every penny goes. Um, they do not always tell me who donates, but I do see the people that say that they donated here. So after the guys say, hey Lynn, it is for you tonight, then I know the people that have donated that I've seen in the live donate. But unless I specifically ask, for names, they will not give me names, because that way I don't, they don't want anybody to feel like I'm playing favorites. I will give you an extra little bit of a reading if I know that it's coming to me and I see that you've donated. I will give you a little extra. I did that with Gemma Ball earlier. If Carly didn't need to leave and is still here, I would do that for her. But I don't know what the amounts that are given are from any one person.
We actually
Um,
round it up. We do round
yeah,
it up. So
and they round it up to try to cover some of the fees from Facebook, and just to kind of make it easier to convert from pounds to dollars. Um, they are wonderful about making sure that there's no questions as far as oh well, if this person gave this much and this person gave this much and there's never any question. It doesn't matter to me if you give 50 cents or if you gave $100. I would be equally as blown away by your generosity, because to some of us, 50 cents could be like $50. It could be that big a chunk out of what we have from day to day and month to month. So offering even that, to me, is a blessing and a miracle, because
exactly.
not everybody has it to offer. And you
If it
know
was, it'd be
just showing up and being here and allowing me to read for you and allowing spirit to work through me for you guys, that is a major blessing, and that is a donation of your time and your energy to me, so that I can give you my time and my energy and messages from spirit. So I just want to take that moment and say thank you guys so much for all of that. And I do want to see, I did not see Alan answer, so I don't know if he just kind of popped in for a minute and then left, or, just to let me know that he did get because I try to tag as many people. I don't know if you guys see, but I share this out for the guys. I do. I share it out to as many people as I possibly can. I tag people in it. You guys can do the same thing. You hit the @ button, and then you type in the name of your friends and whatever, and it will send them an invitation to the live. So it is just unbelievably inspiring that you guys come and you guys come through for me. um Spirit allows me to get through month to month, not always with everything paid, most of the time without. We play catch up every month, so we're always a little behind. And then when we get hit with like propane needs, or a pipe that needs to be repaired, or a light bulb that needs to be replaced, And it's not like going to the Walmart and picking up, or the Tesco and picking up a $2 or $3 light bulb. It's usually $20 or $30, and then having to have a professional put it in. So um, your help and your support has it's literally been a miracle. So I thank you all. I am going to pull somebody in here somewhere. Carly, if you are still here, I would love to do a reading for you. And if not, I will ask everybody to put their names up, and I'll see who I'm drawn to. And Allie, is Moon
Can I
still
do
here?
Ali while you're waiting?
Well, I was getting ready to do her and Moon's together.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll do
If
Helen
if
Hawkins then.
that would be perfect. Yeah, if Carly isn't still here, I was gonna do Allie and Moons together if they were okay with that.
Hi. Helen Hawkins, cosmic or spirit? Okay, you do them. Go on.
Okay, so is Helen, did Helen leave? Oh, okay, so Moon and Allie. Um, I have a couple of cards already pulled, and I am gonna pull a different card because the original cards that I had pulled, Spirit said these are the ones you need next. I had thought they would be for someone else, but I do know how they would relate to you as well. But I am going to go ahead and pull. I'm going to pull an Archangel card for you both. Okay. So if you guys don't mind me reading for both of you at the same time, we have. Ah, well, this is for both of you, and it applies to you both. This is the Archangel Seraphil, and it is the heart of devotion. It is let the cup of your heart be filled through the commitment and dedication. Okay. Um, what I feel with this card is just the love that you two have, and the support that you have for each other, the devotion that you have for each other. And I see that cup, much like the one when I was reading for Linda, that cup being filled, but you fill Moon's cup, you fill, or Moon, you fill Allie's cup. You keep each other going, and you never run out of that devotion, that energy, that love. And it is a beautiful thing. And if you look at all the colors in here, they're pastel, they're light, they're breezy, they're airy, they are not heavy, they are not deep colored, they are not weighing anyone down, they are just floating. And it is self-confidence and nurturing and healing and support, and just massive amounts of love and light that you bring to each other. Even when things are heavy and dark around you, you bring each other that lightness. And the card that I have here, this one is I watch over you every day. I feel like this is a message that is for both of you, but it is from different uh, persons in spirit. Okay. Um, Leslie, take care. This one is, it is showing that here again, that Nan. So I know this is Nan for moons. This is the yellow, the daffodils, dandelions, not daffodils, sorry, dandelions. The thing about dandelions that is awesome is that they represent the sun, the moon, the stars. Okay. In each form. When they're like this, they're the sun. when they are all blooming and the little poof, they are the moon. And when you release those little poof seeds to go off and spread those seeds to plant more, um, that is the stars flying through the sky. So it represents everything. It is a nutrition. It nourishes us because dandelions can be eaten. The greens can be cooked. The buds can be eaten. They're an edible plant, an edible flower. Even though most people consider them weeds, they are resilient. They are only in your yard long enough to restore the soil to its proper balance, to its proper alkaline, or I read exactly how long they stay in your yard, because they have roots that you just can't get rid of, and they are there for the time that they need to be. If it takes a long time to bring balance to the soil, they are there for a long time. If they bring balance to the soil in a season, then the next season they don't come back. Okay? So they are very important, very nurturing. And I do feel like that is Nan for Moon. The yellow that I'm feeling represented for you is someone in spirit that watches over you, Allie, and they are telling you in no uncertain terms, get that self-confidence and keep it strong. I know you have an abundance of self-confidence, but keep it strong like the roots of the dandelion. Okay? Until you have that balance that you need, that everything is falling into place. So keep that going. And then the last card that I have over here is the blood moon, and that is courage. And that is reminding you that even in the face of adversity, of anxiety, of, oh, is this going to go over well? Have courage, be bold, be bright. The one thing about the blood moon is it is a statement. It makes a statement in the sky. It is bold, it is full, it is bright, and the color grabs your attention and it says, look at me, I'm here. This is saying, have that courage to say, look at me, I'm here. Look at what I can do. Look at what I'm capable of. Look at what I am putting forth. And that is for both of you. That is for you, Allie, with your writing and your books, and something else that you have in the back of your mind that you want to do, and something that Moon is working on as well. Um, and as far as the dandelion capsules, I had no idea you were taking dandelion capsules. So that is spirit at work right there, pulling that particular um, correlation and that particular symbolism in. So that is amazing to me. So thank you guys for letting me read for you today, even if it's together. I appreciate you guys so much. You helped me a few weeks ago with book readings, and it was an absolute blessing. So I thank you guys for being here and being so supportive of Paul and Luke and of me. Um, you two are absolutely amazing as well. And oh yeah, um, I am going to turn it back over to Paul because I'm starting to tear up. So
Yeah. You have received. Luke has sent the money,
okay, thank
the
you.
donation
I'm
money.
I will check. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone and anyone who, like, even a penny. Pennies add up, and I appreciate them all. Thank you so much. See, yay! Thank you guys so much.
You're most
Every
welcome.
every every bit helps. Every bit helps. And any bit that offsets, um, even if it's just like $5 or $10, $20, $50, it gets groceries. It gets gasoline to get to doctor's appointments. I cannot express how much of a blessing it is to have people who are so supportive and so giving that come through when I'm not sure where things are going to fall into place or not, and spirit always manages to bring forth the people that help things fall into place. So you guys are above and beyond. Thank you guys so much, all of you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, definitely. We are back on. We're having tomorrow off, so it's going to be a day off for us tomorrow, and then on Monday we're back, and then next Saturday we are.
Arty Saturday.
Yeah, Arty Saturday. The wax art is back next Saturday, so I know people like that, and if you tell your friends and family, get them to join as well. And then just watching Chai and Angel have a kiss. That was very nice. Strange,
Yeah.
but nice. Yeah, on Tuesday, as always, we're on A Message from Heaven. So, yeah, I hope that you will join us there as well. Show the lovely Linda Hood the I'm losing my voice
The
at the moment.
the outstanding and wonderful, fabulous followers that we have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
definitely.
all the support that you guys give to them. And if you take
They're
it
just
over,
amazing. They're just
yeah,
amazing.
if
You know,
they take that same support over and let Linda see, you know, how much you guys are loved and appreciated and respected and supported, it just it just is a an incredible outpouring of energy, and letting others see that same energy and feel that energy within each and every room that the guys work in, because I feel it just talking to them, and when I'm allowed to be here with them, it is just, it's overwhelming how wonderful it is.
mm.
I'm trying very hard not to say that word, even though I know it's out of play right now. I do have a tendency to overuse it.
No, it was still in play.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a few minutes ago, but I didn't see
Yeah.
anybody respond.
No, so okay,
They missed it.
yeah.
Well, it's always a
I'll go
pleasure
over there.
to work with
Hi,
Spirit
Lorna.
and
Welcome.
to bring the love from the world of Spirit in, and see the love spread from the spirit world back into our world here.
Yeah, no one claimed it. So, hi, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna. Nice to see you.
To see ya. Nice. The old Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah,
I could tell you
Lorna,
a story about.
there
I
was
could tell you a
someone
story.
wanting analysis,
Yeah.
and they suggested you. I tried. I did my best, but I'm sorry. I think I interrupted you, Paul. Apologize.
Yeah, to tell you a little story about more than welcome, Bruce Forsyth. When I was a kid with my brothers and sisters, we actually went carol singing, and we actually went at his door at Wentworth, right near the golf course where he lived, and we actually got locked in his garden. So yeah. Right now, are you doing one as well, Lynn? Or
I can. I would be. I would be happy to. I can pull another. I'll pull another Archangel card.
Right. Okay. So closing card from DT is the Angel of Clarity. And the angel says, "The clarity of my soul flows through me when I think, feel, and act in the world. The more we tune into the inner light that comes to guide our actions safely, the simpler life becomes. This is clarity, a kind of inner knowing that leads us easily and lightly to what is right." And I commend that card to you all.
And I will let Lorna know this week has been a bunch of ups and downs, and I agree completely. Love everyone you can, because that is what keeps us all going. Um, I have for everyone the Archangel Uriel, and he is advising about learning experiences. Okay. He says, take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before you proceed further. We are in a continual state of learning. As long as we pursue education, as long as we pursue skills, as long as we pursue knowledge, we are constantly learning, and we can learn from those around us. We can learn from the bad times that we go through. We can learn from the good times that we go to. Everything in life offers lessons, blessings, and knowledge. So take those things that you go through and use them as learning experiences. Study them, figure out what went right, what went wrong, what needs to be improved on, what could you do differently, and then move forward with that knowledge. So that is the Archangel Uriel's message for everyone today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, thank you all for being such blessings to me and supportive to the boys, the guys. They- I don't know if they like to be called boys. I call them boys all the time because
I don't
they're
mind.
two favorite people.
Yeah.
And they have that boisterous energy. So I absolutely love them. I absolutely love everyone that comes every week, or even just on the weeks that I'm here. But anytime that I am in the room watching or getting to participate, it is just overwhelming energy and emotion and just filled with love and spirit, and thank you guys all. So
Our
be
pleasure.
kind.
Our pleasure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us this evening and making this our Saturday night show an amazing success. Thank you to the lovely Miss Mischief for joining us and blessing us with her amazing skills with the pendulums and with the cards and helping us to share the love of spirit out. It has been a fantastic night, and it has been a pleasure to meet all the lovely people from the world of spirit that I've drawn close to you tonight. If you've had a reading this evening from myself or Paul, please, if you can, leave us a review. And if you've had a reading from Lynn, please do pop over to Lynn's lovely Facebook site, Night Owls and New Days, and leave a nice review there for her. And
And they
remember,
if it's okay, they can leave one on your page if that's easier for them. I do appreciate them on my page because that will help me to build my page a little bit. But I'm just so blessed to be a part of the groups that I'm a part of. And Lorna, if you don't mind me messaging you in a few minutes, I would like to touch base with you too. So thank you guys so much. Um, just be kind
you're very
and
welcome.
Hope to
I
see
will
you.
remind people that if you do pop over to Miss Mischief's page, there are some fantastic deals on at the moment for private reads. Definitely well worth checking out.
After tomorrow, especially, I'm doing 20% off any of my readings, any of the readings that are over $10. I'm doing 20% off because Evan turned 21 and I can't really calculate 21%, but I know how to calculate 20%. So thank you guys if you are interested. And thank you to Paul and Luke for giving me plugs. I love you guys so much.
Absolutely. So it just leaves us to say that God willing, we will see you all again very, very soon. And until then, please do take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And above all, don't forget to spread the love out.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. God
Good
bless.
night.
Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.